Hey everyone, greetings from Holland, America's Eurodam ship. This ship is more than 900 feet long, can hold more than 2,100 passengers, and I am on a cruise to the Bahamas, and I want to show you some of the culinary highlights, as well as some of the activities you can engage in aboard this ship.
In this video, we'll explore the highlights of Holland America's Eurodam ship, from the different food and drink options to some behind-the-scenes interviews with crew members. We'll play a round of pickleball, sign up for a mocktail class where we'll drink everything we mix before exploring the nightlife aboard the ship. We'll also soak in the different pools. I'll get a deep tissue massage, as well as my first ever pedicure. We'll do a shore excursion to Nassau in the Bahamas, where we'll tour a rum factory. So come along and let's explore Holland America's Eurodam.
The ship leaves from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. This is the third time I'm using this port. Very convenient because it's less than 15 minutes from FLL, which is Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. All right, let's check out my room. So I have a balcony, and I really appreciate how they put this down on your bed so you can put your luggage on here without getting your sheets dirty from the wheels. Have a little desk, a couch, and this is my balcony. So right there, the Caribbean. The roof above my head stays open when it's nice out, and then when it's raining, it closes. So although it's not always perfect, ideally you could enjoy the pool throughout the day. While the pools are heated, I always prefer to use the hot tub. These are the private cabanas, so you could kind of lounge here. You could sit here, eat, read, or like me, work on the laptop. And then you have a view of the water. If you're looking to drink in a climate-controlled atmosphere, Tamarind Bar is on the 11th deck, which is the highest on the ship. One thing I like about eating at Tamarind is you could also order from Nami, which is the sushi place next door. So I'm trying a little bit of a sampler here of different sushi.
We haven't gone there. It's a French fusion, like almost. Also,
This is the satay sampler. So from the left, chicken, beef, lamb, and shrimp. I mainly ordered this so I could try the peanut sauce. All right, between the 4 cuts of meat, I'm going to say the lamb stood out the most. Peanut sauce is a little spicier than I'm used to, but not too much. Now, as the ship vibrates very slowly, I'm trying my entree, which is the cashew barramundi red Thai curry. So I haven't had barramundi in a long time. This is something I didn't try until around 2017 or 2018 in Australia. So it's a white fish, and it's also in a curry with zucchini, eggplants, and other vegetables. I requested the boulet version, or the mild version of this. So the red curry, it almost looks like a tom kha coconut soup. The barramundi, if you've never had it, it's flaky, tiny, tiny little bit buttery, like nothing like sea bass.
They're like kind of solitary, so they just hunt by themselves.
The Eurodam has a casino, which is open from the afternoon until the early morning when the ship is not docked.
Exploration Cafe at the Crow's Nest is the ship's coffee shop. This is the menu, and if you prefer to take your coffee to go, they have these 3 cans, which you can take to your room. They're served cold. And this is pretty clever. I've never seen this before, but they have board games inside briefcases. So leave a comment. What are some of your favorite board games? For me, growing up, it was Monopoly. I drove a lot of babysitters and family members crazy by making them play hours after hour with me. And I don't know, somebody left a 20 here. Somebody's commandeered Battleship. And there's also a chess game. I always start every day on a cruise ship at the fitness center, and that's where I'm at right now. So the classes such as yoga are held in this section. And you also have some different foot treatments. And then these are the machines. And the cardio machines are strategically placed up against the windows. So you could do cardio with this view. So I signed up for a holiday mixology class, and I'm here with
Aldrin.
Aldrin, and he's going to show me how to make a mocktail. Now, I do want to mention that this is a cocktail class. There are people over there, but they're making an exception for me so we could do non-alcoholic drinks. So, Aldrin, what are we doing today?
We're doing a sunshine lemonade. Very simple, very refreshing. It's been an icon for Holland America Line. We've been doing this for so many years. I've been here since 2016. We've been serving this since then. So it's a staple, I believe. So to start with, I got 2 wedges of lemon.
Okay, so I just crushed these lemons.
Yeah, mother gently.
And by the way, we're in the tamarind bar.
The idea is just to squeeze the juice out of the fruit, but also to squeeze the oils out of the skin of the lemon.
Like the zest.
Yes. And the next thing is we have a sweet and sour mix. For now, we're using a lime and lemon mix. Just an ounce of that. Put it over there and there. Next thing is pack it with ice. One more. Okay. Cool. Take it sideways. With your hands over your shoulders. That's good. Almost. Yep, you did it.
Okay, so just pour it over?
Yep, just a little. Maybe. Oh, that's enough.
Okay.
Cheers, man. Thanks so much. I'll let something there for you. All right, man.
Perfecto.
All right, so can you tell us again which drink did I make?
That's the sunshine lemonade.
Sunshine lemonade. Okay, I could try it now. Okay, what I like the most, it's not overly carbonated. I'm glad I did not pour too much of this into it. It's also not super sweet or super citrusy, so this is a nice balance. I guess you should get most of the credit, but I like the way I guess my drink came out.
Nice.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm sitting next to Ivan, who is a beverage manager for Holland America. He's a native of Mumbai and has been with Holland America for 14 years. And he was nice enough to sit with me and talk about the mocktail program. There are currently 6 mocktails on the menu, and I'm trying the Mojito. So I'm just kind of curious, how do you find sober travelers, and how many people are taking advantage of the Quench package, which is the one that I have?
Yes, the Quench package is becoming very popular nowadays because a lot of kids and families traveling on board, especially during holiday season. This is a big seller. And the selection of mojitos and non-alcoholic cocktails that we have on board are very refreshing and very enticing, especially the kids.
So I'm going to try this Mojito. Okay. It's not overly sweet. It's a nice balance. A little bit of sweetness, not overly sour either. So you told me something else interesting. In Holland America, you rotate from ship to ship. We are on the Eurodam right now. What are some other ships that you have been on or will be on?
Well, I've been on almost all of Holland America Line ships. I just came off the Westerdam, my last contract. Before that, I was on the New Amsterdam, and then I was 3 years on the Rotterdam. So we keep moving ship to ship. As I finish my contract, we do a contract length of 4 months. As I finish my contract, somebody else will replace me. So then I move to another ship. Or that person will come to replace me for my vacation, and then I come back on the same ship. That's how our rotation goes.
Well, this is technically not the highest of the 7 bars on the Eurodam, but I will say it's my favorite and it has the best views. That's why I wanted to record up here. So thank you and cheers.
Cheers.
Now, I always assumed that there would be cruises on New Year's Day, kind of a fun way to ring in the new year on a cruise ship, but I never realized that there are Christmas cruises you could do that at least overlap with Christmas Day. So with that in mind, I'm back in Tamarind, and I have this special menu I'm trying, which is the Christmas menu. And I'm starting off with a couple of things I don't think I've had before, or at least I don't remember. This is pumpkin bread, and this is cinnamon butter. The pumpkin taste is kind of subtle, but the bread is very warm, very dense, soft. And the galley is where the bread is made every day. The pasta's made fresh daily there as well. So a lot of what I've eaten on the ship was either put together in the galley or like the fish caught within 48 hours of when we're having it. And this is what was on top of the pumpkin bread, I guess to make it look like a pumpkin, but it's actually marzipan, which I love. All right, so continuing with the holiday Christmas theme, Liam, the same bartender that helped me out during the mocktail class, made me a chocolate mint frosty. It's a lot lighter than I was expecting. Not quite as sweet either. More minty, definitely. Leave a comment. Have you ever heard of chilled pineapple and cucumber soup? This is a cracker. That soup almost reminded me of a smoothie because with the main ingredients, pineapple, ginger, and cucumber, and a little bit of Greek yogurt, you could almost drink it through a straw. Never had it as a soup before. I definitely recommend trying it, and maybe the chef will be nice enough to give me the recipe.
Give me like a 99%.
All right, I'm enjoying more fish. This time it's red snapper. And I want to mention, if you saw season 21 of Top Chef, that was filmed on this ship, the Eurodam. And as far as this goes, it kind of looks like a cioppino, but it's miso, so it obviously is going to taste more like miso soup. Now this is a Santa Sundae. Not what I would normally order based on the ingredients, but I'm trying to get into the spirit here with this whole experience. You can see it says Happy Holidays there. It's got a cherry on top, some walnuts. So far I've been focusing on food and activities on the Eurodam, but I'm somewhere really special right now. I am on the bridge, and behind me is some equipment that I would have no idea how to operate. But this tour is not always available. I happen to be on the right ship at the right time, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the bridge. So I'm with First Officer Willem, and we are in the bridge, and not like the Verrazano Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, or the Brooklyn Bridge. This is the ship's bridge. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so this is the navigation bridge where we drive the ship. This is where we control the ship and make sure we get from each port to the next.
Okay, so from Nassau to Fort Lauderdale, is this a typical sail or has anything?
It's a bit of a longer sail due to weather. We are making a bit of a different route. We couldn't reach one of the other ports due to the weather, as you can see here. So we made a little different route, and we have a day at sea today. And we'll sail through the Florida Straits and then to Fort Lauderdale tomorrow morning.
So did we sail through the Bermuda Triangle by any chance?
Yeah, before when we were in the Bahamas here, we were in the tip of the Bermuda Triangle. Yes.
Okay, we're still here, so is
we're
that a myth?
still here, so it is a myth. Yes.
Okay, so you've been with Holland America for many years now.
Yeah.
What is your favorite route? Do you have one?
It's hard to say. I've been to 73 countries in 6 years, but the Mediterranean is really nice. I like the Mediterranean a lot, but I can't really pick a favorite route or port as everything is so different, you know. So it's hard, but the Mediterranean is one of my favorites, definitely.
Okay, well, dank u wel.
You're welcome.
Holland America is the official cruise partner of the PPA, which stands for Professional Pickleball Association. So I am on deck number 10, and that's a pickleball game going on behind me. While I'm no expert on the rules, I did play this aboard a Holland America ship in New York City about a year ago, and I play it like I'm playing tennis. So it looks like these guys have played before. The pickleball court also shares space with the basketball court. All right, 4, 0, 4, 2, 1, 3. Today we had a little rain, but the good thing about the Eurodam is the hot tubs are both covered and most of the pool is covered with the exception of this little area right in between. Pinnacle Grill is Holland America's steakhouse. So I'm trying a couple things. First, I'm trying from the Caribbean menu, which is a special thing they have for cruises that go through the Caribbean. And this is something I've never seen before. This is a jerk chicken bao. The bao bun's nice and soft. It's a little bit spicy for me, but the chicken's very tender.
Out of my friends. Really? Good for you. Because they have no idea.
Terima kasih. For my entree, I am having the grouper in a golden curry, kumquat butter, and orange marmalade. So something about the fish program of Holland America. Everything that's served on the ships was caught 48 hours ago or less. And another thing about this restaurant, Pinnacle Grill, Holland America collaborated with Chef David Burke on this. If you're not familiar with him, he has restaurants, including one that's up in Westchester County, New York, and White Plains. Whenever I go to Florida, I always want to eat grouper and alligator. And although I'm no longer in Florida, I'm docked at Nassau in the Bahamas. I do want to try grouper. If you haven't had it before, it's got a buttery kind of texture going on. It's also flaky, as you can see here.
Don't worry about it.
I love mashed potatoes. I think they're my favorite.
The golden curry, the taste is a little more subtle than, let's say, like yellow curry. But the orange marmalade on the top, that's the biggest surprise in this dish. It still has that grouper flavor, but it's a really interesting mix. I also like how they put fried basil leaves on top of it. All right, we just arrived this morning in Nassau in the Bahamas, and I booked a shore excursion, the charm and beauty of Nassau and Paradise Island.
This one has a sweeter finish and
The Rum Cake Factory is walkable from the port, and behind me you see people lining up for rum cake samples. I believe they have 16 different flavors here. I'm going to try the original. I'm a non-drinker. I taste the rum, but not so much that I wouldn't get one and take it home with me. And also, I want to mention it's very moist. It's not dry at all. And you exit through the adjacent room. And this is some of the stock. Lido Market is the ship's buffet. So it's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Selection's different for each one. I usually head here after the gym for the smoked salmon. As this is a Caribbean cruise, you do have regional flavors on here like this one, which is a Jamaican mutton curry.
Yes, sir.
And this is hoki. All of the fish served on this ship should have been caught in the last 48 hours. As much as I like thin crust pizza, I am going to skip New York pizza on this trip and just wait until I get home to try that. The Greenhouse Spa and Salon is the ship's spa. So they have around 20 different therapists here. They have treatments from your head to your toes. So you could get a pedicure here. You could also get acupuncture. Probably you could get a few different options every day and still barely scratch the surface. All right, I just got the 50-minute deep tissue massage. So I believe that's the shortest one you can get. You also have an option of 75 minutes or 100. And check this out, since we're docked in Nassau right now, that's the view. Now I'm in the relaxation room, which also has a view, and I could tell the massage worked because there's no popping in my right shoulder now. That's always my biggest issue when I get a massage. The pedicure includes getting my toenails clipped, which nobody besides my mom has done. So that means I haven't had my toenails clipped possibly in about 35 to 40 years. That's not a cheese grater, it's a foot file. And I'm trying not to scream. Another interesting thing is that, I don't know if you could hear the vibration, but the chair vibrates. So picture those Planet Fitness massage chairs, but getting your feet done at the same time. All right, I survived my first pedicure. Canaletto is Holland America's Italian restaurant. The seating is in the corner of the Lido Market, also known as the buffet. Half the seats are window facing, which means you get a view of the sea, or if you're in port.
Corvina? I'd like to go to San Antonio.
The Corvina's flaky, it's a white fish. You may have had this in a ceviche and you don't even realize it. That's a very popular preparation method.
Fresh fish program. And it's global and it's throughout the fleet. So anytime you're on a Holland America Line ship, you will definitely have some fresh fish on board.
Okay, so
all right,
today,
let's go with these tacos.
Today we have the grilled sea bass tacos with spicy, slow, and lime crema.
Are you going to use jalapenos?
Jalapenos.
Ooh, you like it spicy.
Spicy, yeah. Hello?
Just a quick question. So, as an executive chef, do you actually get to cook on the line?
Not really. I would love to do that.
Rather than
but I'm doing mostly the admin part. A few things what makes Holland America a special dining experience. Okay.
Exactly. So now, specifically these sea bass fish tacos, they're going to be able to taste these up in
the Lido.
Yes, thank you, Chef. A round of applause for Executive Chef Stanley for helping us make this. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Only going to get better. Holland America Line was about to join one of the largest movements of people in the history of the world. Now, for as long as America has been America, people have traveled from far away to make a new life in the United States. Before Holland America Line came around, it was expensive, it was difficult, and often extremely dangerous. In the early 1800s, before our steamships, well, the voyage across the Atlantic, it was pretty miserable.
Now it's my last night on the ship, and I'm trying the main dining hall. No fancy name here, but this place is, I would say, almost just as upscale as some of the other restaurants I've tried. So more fish. I'm trying to do a different fish at each place. The main dining hall also has 2 levels, so the second deck and the third, which is up above. Now this is a coconut crusted rockfish. It's a little bit of a thinner cut, and I think there's some polenta on the bottom and chopped tomatoes on the top. All right, well, I did enjoy the rockfish. I'm gonna have to say 4 things on this cruise ship really stood out. Number 1, at Tamarind, when I had the soup. So that was a pineapple cucumber soup, very refreshing, cold. I usually don't like cold soup, but that was definitely an exception. Also at Tamarind, the saute sampler was one of my favorites. And then I'm gonna have to go from there to Canaletto and the garlic shrimp. They were jumbo shrimp. Really enjoyed those. And then at Pinnacle Grill, something else on this trip that really surprised me was the jerk chicken bao. I've had both of those separately, but never together. Very good combo. All the fish was good as well, but I would say those were my top 4 on this cruise.
Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. I got more trips coming up soon. I got Greenville, South Carolina. It'll be my first visit down there. I'm also going to be going out to Cleveland, Ohio for the first time in more than a decade. I also have a couple Caribbean trips planned before the end of the winter. I'm going to be going to San Juan, Puerto Rico and spending a few nights there. And I'm also going to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands for the first time ever. So I hope you get to sail with Holland America, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you soon.